What up, Mikey's crew? Good friend Michael here to talk about another monthly pickups video. This one is for the month of March of 2022, which happened to be my birthday month. I only did ask for one video game. I didn't ask for an exorbitant amount or anything. Went out to local game stores again this month and bought some games from Double Jump Video Games. Baby, stop knocking my games all over the place. I did buy one game off, not one game actually, one accessory off of eBay. And then before I get going on what I've picked up here in front of me, there's a couple games that are actually down here we did purchase. They're upstairs. They're actually my wife's games. She got a Mahjong game, or Mahjong, I think that's how you say it, game for the DS, along with Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for the 3DS. There are a couple of games in here that she also purchased actually the day I'm filming this video, and I'll mention those. There are a couple of 3DS games, so I'll show you those off. Found not a ton, I would say, this month, and I haven't been trying to go out and find a ton really every month, just so I don't spend a lot, because if you watch some of my videos last year, some of them were pretty long. I did spend quite a bit of money on games, so this year I'm trying to spend a little less than what I usually do, just to help save some money a little bit, I guess. So I will get started. Alright, so the one item I bought off of eBay was an accessory. Like I said, it's a Super Nintendo accessory, and it's the mouse for playing Mario Paint. The reason why I bought this was because I had one before, but I sold it off. It was pretty yellowed, and I wanted to try to get a mouse that wasn't yellowed. The only problem was everyone I would come across on eBay was yellowed, or was pretty yellowed, I would say. Yeah, I'd never see them at gaming stores either, and if I did, it was always paired with Mario Paint anyways, which I already have that, along with the mouse pad. I don't have the box for the game. And I think the only way you would get a clean copy of the mouse really was if it was never used, or if it was, just complete in box. Because probably a lot of people with, holding it, probably their sweat and everything yellowed it up. This one is not too badly yellowed. Most of it is actually pretty clean. But there is a little yellowing on it, and I can live with it. It's not that big of a deal. Most of my other accessories, or all my other accessories, they're not yellowed, which is the way I definitely would want to have them. So I'm happy about that, and finally happy to at least have a mouse again. Even though it is a little yellowed, but I can definitely live with it if most of them end up yellowed anyways. I know it probably has to do with, like, the plastic on here is probably the reason why. Although, if you know for sure why they're yellowed, you can, or why they yellow really easily, you can post that in the comments section below. So now I'm really only looking for, well, I'm not actually even looking right now, but when I get like a PS5 and Xbox Series X at some point, I would like to at least get 4 controllers for each of those. So those are the only other accessories I am still I'm not actively looking for them, because I don't want to get them without having the system right now. Alright, now I'll get into the games, and I'll try to go from most interesting to, or least interesting probably to most interesting. So I'll start with the PS1, where I got 2 games. Neither are probably that interesting to anybody, but I got them because, I like these games. I mean, why else would I buy them? For stuff that I have in my collection, it's games I like to play, or games I want to play, not going for complete sets or anything like that. So I got Kart World Series and Rallycross. So I actually found the second one first, and finally found the first one. Actually, probably about a month. I think last month was when I actually got the second one, or maybe it was the month before that, or whatever. So yeah, I like racing games, so that's why I ended up purchasing both of those. Okay, so Xbox 360, I found one game, and I got Quake 4. So nice clean copy here. And it comes with both discs. It does not have the divider in the middle, so I had to put both discs just in the little case. And it comes with the manual. Always make sure when I'm buying games, I try to get them complete unless it's like cartridge games. I can live with them being loose, unless actually it's Genesis, which most of my games are complete in box for those. So that's why I try to stick just going only for the complete in box ones for Genesis now, since I'm so close to having my entire collection I have of Genesis games complete. So I only try to look for the complete ones for Genesis. Okay. Next up, I'll go with Xbox One. I got 2 games for that. The Quake 4 game I found, by the way, I should mention where I found these games. The Kart World Series I found at Second Chance. Rallycross, believe I found that one at Disc Traders, and Quake 4 I found at Disc Traders. So the next 2 games I got Ghostbusters, the video game Remastered. And you may notice these are in replacement cases. I actually take all my Xbox One games and put them in replacement cases, and the reason why is because it actually has the disc on the correct side. So this is on the right side. If this was a regular Xbox One case, the disc would be on the left-hand side. So I just prefer, having it be like all the other cases, all the other disc cases, any of them, the game is on the right side and not the left. So I don't know why they reversed it for Xbox, but they did. So that one. So that's why I got replacement cases, and I actually think the replacement cases look better. I mean, it actually says, I know it doesn't say Xbox One like it does in all the others, but it says it right down here, on the game. And actually, if you look at all the other game cases too, on the actual physical case, none of the other cases also have the name of the console on the case. So I don't know why Microsoft made those 2 changes, but they did. And I think that game, if I remember right, came from Disc Traders. And I also, from there as well, got myself Forza Horizon 2. Finally, I found a copy of the game that was a good price for that. So happy to add that into the collection as well. Alright, next up, I will talk about PS4 games that I ended up purchasing. And all of these PS4 games actually came from Double Jump Video Games. First up, I got Lego, the Lego Movie video game. I think this is actually one of the last Lego games that I was looking for. I don't own every single Lego game, but out of the ones I was looking for, this is probably the last one that I was looking for. Besides there's a new one that was like for PS. It was a Star Wars one for like PS5 and probably Xbox Series X, and I'm not looking for that one right now. So yeah, like one of the first movie game was one of the last ones, so I'm happy to get that. I also got Wrc 8, which is World Rally Championship, if I remember correctly. So I love these like rally type racing games. So happy to definitely get that. And I don't even own most of the WRC games. Like I have like a couple for PS3, and I think that's like one of the first ones. I think that might be the second one I got on PS4, and they have a lot of them. I think they're up to like 10 now in the series. And then I got Descenders, Extreme Procedural Free Riding, and this looks like it reminds me of Downhill Dominator on the PS2, which is like another like bicycle like racing game, like just it's downhill, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. So that's why this really interested me, because it talks about downhill biking on the back of this. So I'm really looking forward to playing that one as well. All right, next up we'll go with DS, I guess. So the first 2 games here are games I got from my wife. Well, she actually found this one first, and that's Tale of Despero. And she wanted to know if it was a hard game. I don't know. I'd never played it. I asked the owner of the Broken Sword, John, and he had never played it, but he didn't think it was hard, so I think Kathleen would enjoy that, which is where we got the game. And actually, all 3 of these DS games came from the Broken Sword. I also got her Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, because I told her, hey, if you like Professor Layton games, you're going to like this one as well. And so this is the first Phoenix Wright game that we have gotten. And then we got a sealed Puzzle Kingdoms. I mean, we do play. She does plan on opening this and play it, but we did purchase this sealed. It's from the creators of Puzzle Quest, which she has that game already. So I'm sure that she enjoys puzzle games. So I'm sure she'll enjoy this one as well. All right, I'm not sure where to go from here because really everything left is pretty good. I guess I'll start with this one. I got one Dreamcast game, so I'm always happy to find Dreamcast games because they're so hard to find. This one came from Double Jump, so I found it online, I guess. But, you know, they have a physical store in Vancouver, Washington, which I would definitely love to go to someday and visit and say, hey, I've been watching you guys for such and such amount of years on YouTube. You know, really enjoy the channel. You know, I'd love to tell them that in person, and I hope to someday. So we got Speed Devils here, which is a racing game. And so I really, you know, love racing games, so I would definitely look forward to playing this. They actually got this game traded in, I think it was a few months ago. I did not get it, unfortunately, at that time, but they had it this time available, and so I picked it up. All right, I'll move on to PS3 now. Both of these I found at Second Chance. I got Iron Man 2, which I've heard is definitely not a good game, but but I still want to give it a play since I like Marvel. You know, we'll try out this Marvel game and see what it's like. And this one I actually had disc only. I bought like a lot, a lady was selling a bunch of PS2 games over the summer. I purchased a lot from her. And inside, like a NASCAR Thunder 2004 game, was not that game, but Driver San Francisco. I tried finding a case and manual on eBay. They didn't have it except for, like, you know, with the disc. So I just ended up buying a complete copy at Second Chance, and so now I have a complete copy of Driver San Francisco along with having that loose copy as well. So, yep, definitely happy to add that. I like the Driver series even though it has like that really tough tutorial, which I tried playing just recently again. Could not do it. I mean, there were some things I was like, well, you know, I did a 360, but it's like, well, I did that. Can it just count as the 180 at the same time? And it didn't. So I don't know. I want to go back and try to play that game again and beat it, but going through that tutorial is probably going to be a pain in the butt to get through. All right, and then today at the Broken Sword as well, I ended up purchasing a complete in-box copy of Streets of Rage 2. So really happy to get this back in the collection. I don't know why I ever did sell this, because I don't enjoy a lot of beat-em-ups. I'm not great at them, but this was one that I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed this one and the first one. I never played the third, and because I've heard it's not great, I'm not really interested in it. And I know they have the fourth one out. I don't know if like I said, there's a few beat-em-ups I enjoy, but not really a lot of them just because I'm not great at them. But this one I really did enjoy. It's like with fighting games. I'm not great at fighting games, but I enjoy like Street Fighter 2 and the Mortal Kombat's on Genesis. But after that, it was like I really didn't play a lot of fighting games, so they kind of just, you know, I just didn't play them after that. So I just didn't, they didn't really stick with me, I guess. All right, and the last couple of games here, I'm going to start actually with Switch, even though I have more of what I'm going to show here than what I'm going to show for the last system of games I got for. So I got 5 games this month on the Switch. That's quite a few. First game I got from Disc Traders. Nothing too special here. Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure. I heard this game really isn't that great, but once again, it's like a cartoon game, and I like, you know, playing cartoon games, so we'll see. The next 2 I got from Double Jump again. I got Sonic Forces, which this says it's the bonus edition. It does not come with the controller skin in here, but it looks like on the inside it does, you know, well, it has a little piece of paper in here. So, but you know, I don't know if those downloads are still available or not, but I got Sonic Forces. I enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog games. Plus, I bought Sonic Colors Ultimate, which just came out a few months ago. And that's the thing, like, games will come out. I don't buy them brand new. I always wait for them to come down in price because I can wait to play the game. I enjoyed playing Sonic Color on Wii. I was excited for this when it was announced. It's one of the best Sonic 3D games, in my opinion. And like I said, with new releases, I'll wait for them to come down in price before I buy them. Yes, sometimes they don't, but well, yeah, especially a lot of Nintendo ones, they don't come down in price really at all. Maybe only $10. But because this was not a first-party title, this one definitely did come down in price. So I was really happy to get it for. I think I got it for like $20. So that was pretty good. And then at Fanfare, they had a bunch of games traded in recently. Most of them NES. With the NES, it's like high-end items I'm looking for right now. So nothing, they didn't have any of that. And even if they did, I probably would not have pulled the trigger on it just because, like I said, I'm not looking to spend a whole bunch on games right now. Although if you probably take everything I spent this month on games, I could have probably bought one high-end game. So anyways, I got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So I think this was the last Hyrule Warriors game as of now that they've released that I needed for the collection. And I enjoy Zelda, so I figured, what the heck, I'll get it. I actually haven't played, unfortunately, I haven't played the Hyrule Warrior games yet, but I think I would enjoy them. They probably would remind me of beat 'em ups, except with swords, in that one. So I'm sure I would enjoy it. And then for my birthday, my mom got me a brand new copy of Cruisin Blast, which I really enjoy the Cruisin series. Ever since going back to Cruisin USA, most of the Cruisin games I did not play the arcade version. I did play Cruisin World because I loved playing, I think it was the Germany track where you could go and run over the cows and you just see their guts and parts just splatter all over the place. So yeah, that was like one of the only ones I did of the Cruisin series I did play the arcade version of, besides Cruisin Blast. And I was like, whoa, they have it, like, this was like a few years ago I played like the Cruisin Blast game. I was like, whoa, they have an arcade version, like a new Cruisin game that I never heard of. And I always was thinking, will they bring this to a console? And then they finally did, and that was in the year, what was it, 2021. It was when this was released, so they finally brought it to the console, and so I got it on the Switch. And I'm really happy because I really enjoy this in arcade, and I've heard good things about this. It's got decent reviews for it, so I'm sure that I will definitely enjoy this one as well. But I would say my favorite in the series, I know it's probably, and it's not the best, and that's Cruisin USA, and that's just because of the original. It's the original, and that's the one I played the most out of any of them. All right, the last two games I got are both for Super Nintendo, and they're medium hitters, I would say, price-wise. So when I saw these, at Second Chance, they have a deal where it's like if you buy 5, you get 1 free. And I was trying to avoid buying, some high-priced ones. I was trying to stick with lower-priced games just to not spend a whole lot. Well, I started looking through handheld games, which I don't typically get a lot of handheld stuff. In fact, you didn't see any in this video. And I couldn't find any. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to pull the trigger on getting these couple of heavy hitters. Because, I might not see these again for a while. In fact, the first one I'm going to show you, I haven't seen since, well, stupid me got rid of it. And then decided I wanted to get it again. And now this time I am going to keep it in the collection because I don't know why I did this. I really do enjoy this game. And it's Wolfenstein 3D. I'm not the greatest at this game, by no means. I had to use cheat codes to beat this game, but I do enjoy it. I am going to replace the back cartridge of this game, because if you can't see up here at the top, it is yellowed. The yellowing does not spill over onto any of the front top part of the game, so if I just trade out a back for this, then that'll be completely a clean copy. The rest of the back's actually clean. It's just a little bit on the side and the top. It's yellowed a little bit. And then, surprisingly, that was with the Super Nintendo. Well, I shouldn't say this. The next game, the last Super Nintendo game I'm going to show you, was actually in a glass case at the register. But that one, Wolfenstein 3D, was with the Super Nintendo games, which these two games were basically priced the same. So I'm not sure what their criteria is for separating games like that, but they could have both been in the glass case by the register, basically, is where these could have been. Because I'll just tell you, Wolfenstein 3D was like $50, and this last one was like $55, I believe. And this is Legend of the Mystical Ninja. And this copy is clean. I do not need to trade out the back on this. There is no There is no yellowing on this that I could tell. There was like a little dirt that I did have to like clean off on the sides, which I was able to easily do. The label is pretty good. It's coming up, if you can see it right there. Just, yeah, you can see it in the light. Just a little bit of peeling, but that is not bad at all. I can definitely live with that. There were like a couple of like things on the label like here and here, but they're not there anymore. That there's nothing worth showing. Like it looked like it was like a piece of like little piece of tape that someone had on it. But it's a great copy of the game. And I have the Legend of Goemon on N64. I want to get the other one, but that one's definitely highly priced right now. I mean, it probably will always be. So at some point I'll probably get it, and it'll probably hurt my wallet too. But yeah, really happy to add this game to the collection. I saw it before, like a few months ago at Disc Traders, but I did not get it because it wasn't in the greatest shape. There was like a security label that was going like around it. You could see it like it came from a video rental store, and I didn't want to take the chance on buying that, and I could not get it off because I definitely would want to have a clean copy of the game. If it was just on the back, I could easily trade it out, but it was like on the front of it as well. So definitely happy to add that to the collection. So those are my video game pickups for the month of March 2022. What did you think of them? You may post any comments in the section below. And I want to thank you for watching the video. Check out my other videos of my video game pickups as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video around social media. And until next time, this is Michael out, over and out. Mikey's True Guys are the best. Take care, and I will see you in the month of April. Or actually, I'll see you in the month of May because this video is coming out in April.